Welcome. You don't have to do
I
that.
have to do that. I'm naturally skinny.
He's lost a lot of weight since last Kickin Sunday.
12 pounds in 1 week.
Yeah.
That's a good
Not
weight
a good
loss.
way to do it. No. But he's back, and this is the most peppy I've seen him in like 10 days. So
All right, let's get to it. Business.
he wants to get right to the questions. We have some excellent questions, you guys. Thanks for your patience and allowing us to be sick last weekend. We were able to recoup and just sleep and rest.
Probably would have been some good vlogs though, of us all upchucking and diarrhea and all that stuff. That would have been good vlogs, right?
Okay, moving on. First question. Do you think extracurricular activities for kids are budget busters? I know many parents that push after school activities that cost money even if they have financial hardship. What is your opinion on this? And then Amy wrote, I would love how you do this as well. We have 3 children that are middle and high school age. We let each one do activity that costs money. We have one in guitar lessons, one in dance, and one in trap shooting. Right up your alley.
I'm for the trap shooting.
Thanks. Cut all the other ones, but keep the trap
shooting.
That might not go over so well. Altogether adds up to a monthly expense of about $300. We struggle with keeping these expenses or having a smaller snowball. So far, we haven't had the heart to make them quit. Maybe I need some tough love.
Well, it's a good thing I'm all antibioticed up, so I've got lots of tough love today.
Whoa, watch out, stand back. That's a great question. I was just texting a friend about this because she asked my opinion too. Sports cost, extracurricular activities, dance, things cost. To belong to clubs, it's expensive. And personally, growing up, I wasn't in that many. And I don't think that I'm all that bad of a person because my parents did not put me in everything that I wanted to do.
My take was if I wanted to be in anything, especially like in high school, I had to pay for it myself.
Had to earn it.
Had to earn it.
We have friends that do that, you guys. They're on the Dave Ramsey plan.
Like the trap shooting, I know that's expensive.
Ammunition alone is expensive. But if you want to, your teens can help with this. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If they want to be in a sport, have them fundraise or babysit or earn the money, collect pop cans. This is going to teach them wonderful life lessons and help your budget by having them be responsible for their costs. And it's not child abuse to do that to your children. It's actually very, very healthy because you're teaching them so many things.
What I was going to say is, you know, some of these, like she said, the one's $300 a month for their activities. Well, if it's $300 a month or feeding the family or keeping the lights on, I think it's a conversation to have with the kids is, hey, look, kids, it's at the bottom of the food chain this month, and you're not going to be able to do it this month or this quarter or whatever because, you know, we got to put lights on and food on the table and house payment. And
right.
If it's not in your budget, it's not in the budget.
And to tell you the truth, our kids have never played Grace or Zoe played T-ball once. Twice, 2 years.
2 years.
But they haven't been, Grace has been in dance a couple times, but it is not in our budget. And what we do, our philosophy is we spend a few days a week at our church, and we get filled that way. And it's a wonderful extracurricular activity that doesn't cost any money. So, I mean, I know that depending on your religion and what you believe, this will look different to everybody. But that is my comfort, that I know that they're growing into strong women, and we are growing as a result as parents, and really working together to see what God's plan is for us and making sure that we are always walking in His will. So it's okay. Like, I know they're little. It will change. Zoe does not want to be in any sport at all. She does like horses though. See, this could be a hobby that could be extremely expensive. And
I just think it's okay to say no when they're younger,
That's
and then when it's older, it's okay to say yes. But if you need help with them, you know, selling candy bars or something to help out, have them help out.
Like if Grace was like, Mom, I gotta be in dance right now at 7 years old. Okay, Grace, I would sit down with her and say, let's figure out ways that we can earn the money. That's a good thing for kids. So thank you for the question. Hey guys, I just watched your videos about a month ago and I am hooked. My husband and I started our total money makeover about a month ago and are now on baby step number 2. Paying off our first credit card debt this month. Woohoo! My question is about Financial Peace University. We actually haven't taken the class yet. I've learned so much just by watching your videos. That's a compliment. We have a 1-year-old and are wanting to do the home-based study together. My question is, do you know what the difference is between the kit you receive when you sign up for a class for $109 and the home-based kit for $159? These kits look the same and I would obviously rather pay the cheaper price. Thanks for taking the time to make these videos. Your family is truly an inspiration. Kayla. Okay, actually the $109, we get it for $99 because we're able to give a discount, as coordinators, and so we pass that on to the people that are taking our class. So actually it's $99 for the in-classroom version. So you're going to take the class, not from home. I would recommend that. Not only is it cheaper, but it is an experience that you will never forget, and nor can you get it in any other setting. You can't get it at home because the accountability factor in a classroom setting is huge.
Well, it's accountability, and it's the fact that you're in a classroom full of other people that are going through the same struggles as you, so it's easier to have an ear for issues, or it's easier to give your issues up as to what you're going through, because this person's going through the same thing. So you bounce ideas off each other, and it's just a good support.
Plus, you get to celebrate your wins throughout the 9 weeks of class, and that is so much fun, and you will get more motivation off of that than sitting at home. I mean, it's great that if you want to do it at home, a lot of people can't go to class, but we offer free childcare with our classes. So look around and see for your little 1-year-old that you can get free childcare, and I promise you guys will not regret it. You will love it. So
the difference is, I would think, is the DVDs. One is just an audio version, and the other one is a DVD version.
Yeah.
So that answers your question as to what the difference is.
So don't buy your kit online, okay? Sign up for a class and order your kit through your coordinator. You'll save more money. I struggle with which budget line item or envelope to pull from for random expenses such as a toaster, silicone spatulas, not just spatulas, silicone spatulas. I laugh because I get to your lingo. Replacement shower head, lawn chair, etc. Can you share how you budget for these items and which envelope you would take money out of for these expenses? Since they are very infrequent purchases, I haven't figured out a good method of planning for weird things like this. You need a weird thing envelope.
We just have a house envelope. That would be
shower
heads. You know, we don't put a lot in there. We put like $15 a month, but
we probably could use new shower heads.
Probably, but you know, I mean, it's a low amount that we do every month, and just miscellaneous odd things for the house like that come out of there.
Yeah.
Because those are things that, I mean, the stuff you're explaining is not, it's miscellaneous. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not every month or every paycheck, so.
And you can do an envelope like that for every miscellaneous thing. Like we have one for our yard maintenance. We have one for our cars. Things that just are weird, that come up, that are unexpected. So have an envelope for it and then pull it out. And I just loved this comment. Loved it. Hubby and I are celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary tomorrow. Happy anniversary. Because we have been careful with our money for so long, we're debt-free. We have decided to go down to the local mall food court, share a burger, and have a drink, and watch the parade of late-night shoppers as our special treat. It's sad, but we have started enjoying the simple pleasures in life more than the expensive ones. Oh, I did tell him I'd buy funny hats for us to wear, but I have some alfoil. I'm sure I can make hats from that would look just as good. Laugh out loud.
Oh, wow.
It is so true. I loved your comment. Not just because you've been married and you're celebrating a huge anniversary, which is great, 5 years. Congratulations. It's because when you work these steps in this plan, you learn new things about yourself. Truly what makes you happy. And it's not necessarily in the value of things or how much you spend.
It's just being content where you're at.
It's just being content. It's just love. I get what you're saying because I love to be sipping a cup of coffee, sitting next to him, and people watching too. So simple. And some of the best memories. So, yeah, I love it. Thanks for sharing. I wanted to see what you think. For our rent, we have to pay online where they take the money out of our account. It has to be paid this way because they put it in release. I was thinking of opening an account for just rent and our utility because I don't want to take a chance of more money being taken out. Anytime you give up your personal account information, guys, you should be leery. The account would only have money for rent and utility and a few dollars to keep the account open. What do you think? Someone didn't mute their phone. So,
yeah, you need to have your own account, I would think. Oh, did I just shut off?
I don't know. Did you shut off? Are you still there?
Sounds like it clicked off. Nope.
We're still going. We're going to go with it and not edit this part out, okay?
Anyway, I would go with an account specifically for your rent. We did this way back in the day when we had car payments. I went to our credit union because we didn't finance our cars through XYZ Bank. We always financed them through our credit union, and so I had a specific account just for that, where I would deposit like $2 more every month. So if it's $350 for a car payment, I'd deposit like $352. That way I knew there was extra money in there, and they just debited it out of there every month. But all it was used was for the car payment.
Yeah, and fraud is huge, you guys. Like this is a big deal, bigger deal than it used to be back in the day. And so it's important that you protect your account information. And we'll talk about fraud insurance in a minute in another question, but get fraud insurance. Super expensive. I mean, it's cheap in compared to the mess that you would have to clean up as a result. So, and those of you I know have lived through that nightmare, unfortunately. How do you get the credit check service? Okay, we talked about in our last video, getting your credit checked at least once a year. We get ours sent to us once a month, and what we do, we went through Xander Insurance, and we signed up for identity theft protection, and we're paying like
$12.60 a month or something like that.
$12.60 a month for all 5 of us to have it. So if any one of our identities are stolen,
they catch
or
it
fraud
right away.
is committed, then they catch it and they're responsible for cleaning it up, and we don't have to. So well worth. $12 is kind of high for some of you, but we do have 5 people on.
And I thought it was weird, but then lately we started making purchases like with our debit card and stuff like that, and we actually have a fraud screen that comes up on the computer or on our phone or whatever and says, hey, this purchase was just made like 3.5 minutes ago. Can you verify that you are who you are before they even process it?
I like that.
It's awesome.
It is awesome, and then they send us our credit check once a month for free. It's just part of our service that we pay and part of our $12 a month. So something, Xander Insurance, it's on Dave Ramsey's website. We love them. They have been fantastic, and I know a lot of friends that have used them too. So go check it out. I thought Dave says not to pay someone to check your credit report, but instead to pay for someone to, I guess, watch your credit. And if someone steals your identity, they will do all the cleanup for you. I think I said that right. Is that what you do? Can you say who you use for this service? Yes.
See, question before.
We just answered that. But that's a great... This is a good question because you guys, there are so many companies out there that are claiming to protect you, but charge you a ridiculous amount to get you your credit.
And
it should never cost.
And if you read the fine print, they're not protecting anything. They're just there for the after effects. So they're promising all this upfront stuff, but they don't cover. It doesn't. Yeah.
In the meantime, you're giving them all of your personal identification information. Don't do that. Don't pay a lot of money and have to divulge everything. It should be free. Go through Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Those 3 carriers. Those are your 3 credit companies.
Just do research. Don't just go with the first one. You need to read about them and do their background checks and whatnot.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to do. Don't trust. Just don't trust people. That's all we're saying. What's free TV? We brought this up in the last video, and I realized, you know what? We did a disservice because we didn't talk about it.
Free TV is the bomb.
It is the bomb.
It's
That's
free
what
TV.
we use, unless it's raining.
Hard.
Then you don't have.
So free TV, our area, all of the local TV station, all the local TV stations, it's out on the air. It's on the airwaves. So I would assume most big cities are this way. And so we dished our cable or our satellite and stuff
for like $80 a month.
Save $75 a month.
75.
Went to Costco, bought a $29 amplified antenna.
It's like a flat version of the bunny ears.
Yeah,
so
it's like a newer version of the bunny ears.
It's like a giant mouse pad that you use for your computer.
And then you just screw that in the back of your TV, and then if you are within like 25 miles of those radio signals, it'll pick them up, and then you get free TV.
It's awesome. Because you still get the basics. The only thing I'm missing is HGTV. I love
I mean, you're only going to get a few amount of channels.
Okay.
I think we get 33 channels, 33 or 34 channels, depending on where it's located in a house, depending if it's a clear day or a rainy day or whatever. But I went out and I hooked it up on the outside of the house where the main TV outlet is that has the whole house wired. So all of our TVs now come on with that. It's not just one TV, it's all of them.
And it's beautiful that we don't have a $75 payment.
You know, you don't get your ESPNs, you don't get your football, you don't get, it's just
like
your local stations and that's about it.
You get, and personally,
free TV.
YouTube and our local stations, and I am a happy girl. You can find anything on YouTube. You can even watch Dancing with the Stars on YouTube. So he watches his shows on, well, not just on YouTube, but on the stations on the computer.
Yeah, but we get like ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox.
We have Netflix.
We get all that.
We get movies, and it's an awesome way to live. So go check it out. Costco is where we bought ours. Hello, love your vlog. How did you introduce the spend, save, give jars to your girls? What words did you use to explain the process? We have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. That's when we started with Grace and Zoe, was at 2 and 4, which was fantastic. Okay. We basically took what we were learning and the process that we were starting to live on a budget, and we made it kid friendly. We put it in their terms and said, okay, you know, no more are we just going to give things to you. You're going to be expected to do chores because you're a member of the household, and we want you to help out. And in return, we will pay you for helping. And I think with Grace being little, she was just under 2. We paid her in quarters so that she could, and we paid her frequently so she could feel it and see. She may not have known that it was 25 cents, but she can feel it, and she knew what money was. That was really cool. Remember that moment? And then she put it in her little piggy bank, and then she did another, for every little, it took a while, okay? Like folding laundry.
Well, it was age appropriate for a 2-year-old to go pick up your toys that you left on the floor.
And then give her a quarter.
Yeah, it's not like, here, 2-year-old, go out and mow the yard, you know.
Right, right. We made it age appropriate for them, but also made the satisfaction immediate. Even Zoe at 4, it was immediate. We were paying them every single day. And then as they got the hang of it, we went to paying them once a week. But it was good. It was really good. It taught, now, hindsight, looking back, it was a good tool to help them clean their rooms, because now we say, we want you to clean the room, or we want you to vacuum, or we want you to take the garbage out, and there's no fight because we started them so young.
And they know if they want to go buy something that they need to tighten up and do their work consistently.
We don't have kids that go through the store, Mommy, I want, Mommy, I want.
We just say, how much money do you have? I only got $7 for a $10 gift. Well, I guess you should have picked up a couple extra chores this week at home. Yeah, I know. Next week, they pick up those chores, so when we go shopping again, they can buy their gift.
It is truly wonderful to see your kids change in that way and to grow. And it's encouraging and inspiring as a parent. So 2 and 4, perfect age. I feel like I'm in need of some tough love. I was doing so well, and now I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Sigh. I need to get Gazelle again.
Your budget.
This is why we have a community. This is
Your
why
budget.
We built a community on YouTube so we can lift each other up, and I see that other people are doing that for you, and I'm so glad. Do your budget. Start with a budget, and forgive yourself of all of the things you've done wrong last month, okay? And start fresh. Today is, we're shooting this on October 31st. It will get posted at the beginning of the month, and it's a brand new month.
So do a budget and say no. First say it's not in the budget. That way you don't go buy stuff if it's not in the budget. If you do your budget and it's not in the budget, you say no.
But we all know that. It just is not, it's easier said than done.
It is. Because if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it.
Okay, well there is an emotional side to this. You need to forgive yourself so that you can change your behaviors next month. So, fresh start. Brand new fresh start. So, this month, do a budget. Sit down. Actually know what you're spending. And then celebrate the little victories you have. Even if it's, I stayed within my grocery budget this week, or my gas budget. Celebrate that. It's huge, and it will help you, it will help sustain you. And we all fall off. It happens to the best of us. But the key is forgiving yourself. Also with weight loss, this is also, you have to forgive yourself. If you eat a chocolate bar, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. Forgive yourself. Rewrite your wrongs and move on. Okay, so we asked what your favorite moment was in our last video of our 3 years, and This gentleman said, your positive pregnancy test was a highlight for me, as well as when you paid off your final debt. Congrats on 3 years. We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary on YouTube. Do you have any cheap or free family Christmas traditions you can share with us? Our daughter just turned 3, and this year is the first year she's really excited about Christmas. I look forward to that with T. I love it. We also have a 10-week-old, and I want to introduce some new family traditions for them. We already do a Christmas tree, a new Christmas tree ornament each year, and new pajamas on Christmas Eve. Any other ideas would be great. Thanks so much. Don't you love the Christmas season with kids? With Tennessee this year and having all 3 girls, I'm so excited. We started doing a pajama tradition last year, was our first year, and I loved it.
What else did we do? Oh, the ornaments too. That's cool. That
is a cool idea. And the kids are starting their own tree this year, their own kid tree, so I like that idea. Okay, so do you have any cheap, free family Christmas traditions you can share with us? One tradition we love is we are so blessed to live in the area that we do. We have Christmas tree farms everywhere here, and we have friends that have a Christmas tree farm, and they ship all over the world, and they let us come pick out a tree, and we load it into our van on top, and not in it, on top of our van, and then we go get hot cocoa. And that is just a tradition. We save money by going, and we get a beautiful tree by going to our friends, and then we go to McDonald's for like 99-cent cocoa, and everyone loves it and looks forward to it. Let's see, what other cheap, free family traditions could you share? We do
lights.
We do love to look at Christmas lights. I'm slightly obsessed, and I wear my family out by looking at Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. Mm-hmm. I love it. We started last year. There is a singing Christmas tree that our local high school puts on here in town, and it is amazing. We did that for the first time last year, and the kids loved it. And it's always kid and family themed, and it doesn't allow, our whole family went, I think, for like $25 last year. So it was inexpensive, and we love it. That's a new tradition we've started. Cheap, free, making crafts. We like to make our Christmas presents with the kids. I love our 3-week break off of school. We just kind of hunker down, we munch, and we watch Christmas movies on Netflix, the Christmas shows. And so just I guess we're pretty traditional in the things that we do. We have a Christmas program, our church, beginning of December. We're not a part of this year. We decided to sit this one out and just watch. And so Tennessee was Baby Jesus last year for this. And
Baby Jesus.
It starts our holiday season off right by remembering why we're celebrating the holiday season. That doesn't cost anything to go to. So just things like that. There's lots of events. What do you guys have? Okay, I know it's not just us. What Christmas traditions do you guys share with your families that are free or cheap? Because we could use some new suggestions, and as well as our audience too. So please share. Hello, you wonderful family. No, you're wonderful. I have just recently started watching your videos, now subscribed of course, and love you guys so much already. We love you too. I first wanted to say I'm so sorry for your churches and your community's loss. It's wonderful people like you that will help everyone come together and make it through something like this together. We couldn't do it without the people that are around us, that's for sure. I have been interested in getting some Dave Ramsey literature and starting on my journey to be debt-free. With that being said, where do I start? I'm feeling a little overwhelmed simply by just trying to pick what book to read first. Thank you for any help, and thank you for all your amazing videos and sharing your wonderful life with all of us. Many prayers and blessings to you. You are just the sweetest person alive. I'm so glad that you are a subscriber of ours. Okay, first book that started this whole thing for us is The Total Money Makeover. I heard Dave Ramsey on the radio, and I ordered that book as a gift to our future, whatever it was going to look like, and it changed our life. I read it in 2 days and literally spoke. It's a fast, good read. Good read, and it's the truth. Like, what's your finances, what you're supposed to do with your money, which we had never heard before. So, Total Money Makeover, The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. Go and then an FPU class. And FPU followed after that book. You can also rent it for free from your library. You don't need to purchase it. The book. The book. The Total Money Makeover, yes. Or put it out there on Facebook. See if someone you know has a copy that you can borrow. Anyway, there's ways around it. I got a part-time job 2 weeks ago. Finally, it's not a lot of money, but it's money. I would not have it if not for that part-time job. How much is a good percent to put towards debt? I owe $2,300. I get $240 every 2 weeks from the job on average, and $236 from disability, and another $500. Monthly rent is $650, and I'm trying to come up with a budget to pay down my debt as soon as possible. Hoping for 6 months. Any advice is great. Thank you, and thank you for the tough love. Oh, and her job, she's saying her job is seasonal, so it's only until January 15th. But you can keep looking for other jobs to go past January 15th, or they might hire you. Some seasonal stores are like, you're really good, we want to keep you. Okay, so we're calculating your budget. First thing, get your baby step 1. Okay, I believe you want $500 in an emergency fund. Just get that $500, set it aside. That's your first priority. Second is to start hitting your debt. Largest debt to smallest. Smallest debt to largest, sorry. Smallest debt, and you want your smallest debt because you want to feel gratification, like you're proud of yourself for doing that, for earning the money, for paying that debt off.
So it looks like you have income of about $1,216 a month, and then you have a $650 rent payment. So that leaves you $466 left to live on for the month. So I don't know what your other bills are outside of that $650 rent. I'm assuming you have lights and power, or lights and food and cell phone or whatever. So that would have to come out of that $466.
And your rent seems really high. Not that we're trying to nitpick, but we love you, and that's why we're telling you this. So is there a place that you can rent that's cheaper to try and free up some more money each month? Because $466 after you do your
rent,
your living expenses,
you're going to have very, very, very little, if any, to pay towards the $2,300. Yeah.
Yeah. So do your budget, stay out of debt, have a little bit of an emergency fund set aside, and just get a plan in place. And if Financial Peace University is part of that, maybe pick up the Total Money Makeover through your library for free, and it will give you some ideas. And just keep looking for jobs.
Try to be an outstanding employee. That way, at the end of the temporary, they go, man, we can't live without this person.
Right.
We have to hire her on.
That's right. Love you guys. We are also on baby step number 3. However, we are late in our 40s, but we are still sucking air, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
You have totally inspired me to get back into budgeting, and life is so much better when we have control of the money instead of it controlling us. Thanks again for inspiring me up here in Canada. Hey, just a suggestion, why not try swapping spots at the table for the debt kicking Sunday videos? Just curious if it would work better for Josh and his left hand. They love you so much. They're thinking of you and how to accommodate you better. That left hand, it just always is in the way.
It is. That's what keeps it spicy.
I have not heard the word spicy for 10 days.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I found your channel. My husband and I are about to start our first budget the Dave Ramsey way. My husband says he is on board, but there are a few things that worry me when it comes to him. Number 1, he goes to give plasma to get money. Is that blood?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking TV or blood.
Blood.
He started this to have money to buy video games when he wants. We do have quite a bit of debt, including our home, which we have almost lost a few times. We are in chapter 13 right now. Oh. We also have an old home and a lot needs to be fixed. He sees the plasma money as his money and separate from ours. Though he has used it for us several times. Number 2, he feels entitled to what he wants and gets upset when we cannot afford to just use our money to buy something, like a snowblower that he has wanted for the last several years. Wisconsin winters are not fun. No. And number 3, he had accepted Christ about 7 years ago, but has fallen away and says he no longer believes. So we have issues and a difference in opinion on tithing. However, I do know I need to listen to my husband on this, as he is the head of the household. Sorry, this is long, and thank you. Oh my, I don't even know where to start. You definitely need Christ.
Yeah.
You definitely need a good church family to walk you through this. Okay, first gut feeling, tough love here. The house needs to go. If you've almost lost it 3 times and he wants toys that are not in your budget and you can't afford, like that's a first sign that you cannot afford the house. If you cannot afford the things to take care of the house, this is why we say you should have a 3 to 6 months emergency fund if you're going to own a home. You should. We're doing it backwards. I'm preaching to us too when I say that. But houses cost money. You guys know it's expensive. And how do you know going through this bankruptcy is not going to change your behavior? How do you know that you're not going to be back in this position now? That's the problem with bankruptcy. It's easy to say, it's not easy to go through the process. It's easy to say, I'm just going to file bankruptcy and start all over. But how do you know your behaviors are truly going to change? Girlfriend, I wish I could sit down and have coffee with you and just walk through this with you.
You guys need to get on a budget. You need to take FPU.
Yeah.
And it needs to be, if there's money coming in like that, it needs to be money that goes into the budget. And then maybe it's just giving him a line on him that says blow money for XYZ a month. It makes him feel better if he still needs to have money. But the whole, I'm doing this for my money so I don't have to give you anything so I can buy whatever I want, that's not good.
No, it's not good. Why don't you guys treat this bankruptcy truly as a brand new start? Like, we are going to live differently from this. This is we're never living like that again. You need to have that kind of a moment. Like, we are
You need to have the hit the rock bottom moment.
Yeah.
Where you hit the bottom and you're like, there's no other way other than up.
I don't know how we're going to get there, but it's going to be exciting because it's going to be better than where we're at now. Okay?
And we can do it God's way. Yeah, buddy.
And your husband will come to Christ. You guys will figure out the tithing issues. It's not too big for God to figure this out. He will equip you with what you need at each stage, okay? And I'd sell the house. Sister, just sell the house. Start over. Rentals. There's so many good things about renting a home. So many. You don't have the worry. It's cheaper. You're not paying taxes. You're able to just move when you can. You're able to save up your 20% or however much you want to for your next house. Good things about rentals. So, thank you for the question and good luck. And please, please keep us posted. Okay, this question is for future Josh and future Christine. How do you keep your teenagers from eating the food that is supposed to last all week? I go to get an ingredient out of the fridge, need it in a recipe, and it's gone. Now I have teenagers following me around with, can I eat this? Can I eat that? And they will eat a whole bag of something at one time. Oh my goodness. Will we have this problem?
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will
with girls, without a doubt. Teenagers, they're just a different breed, aren't they? We've taught an FPU class where this was an issue for a couple, and they padlocked everything. They padlocked their pantry.
I would say as part of your food budget that you have a snack area section of the food budget, I guess.
Help it to be visual for them.
And then, go shopping and then bring it home and say, okay, kids, this is the snacks until I go shopping again, and this is the food we need to survive. So once the snacks are gone, you're done. So if you eat the whole bag today, then that's it. You have nothing else.
Week or the next 2 weeks. And label everything. It's an extra step, but take a Sharpie marker and write dinner, 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 and then that way when they go to open a bag or whatever, they know that that is for a dinner recipe.
But like in our pantry,
cheese in the fridge. Cheese is a common one that someone eats. Bagged cheese, and I'm like, where'd the Parmesan go?
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, what I'm saying is, like in our pantry, we have specific areas for snacks and stuff for the kids, and I know it's safe to go to those things and eat those things because they're not needed for anything else. They're just a snack area. Maybe
give each child their own bin. Yes, and they can help themselves. Like it's gonna require discipline, and it's gonna be a learning process. Okay, just like you would with their clothes when school starts. Here's $150, honey. You gotta make it last and stretch it as far as you can, and have them be responsible. You can do this, and then let us know how it goes. Okay, because we'll use your tips for when we get there. Okay, we love you guys. Thank you so much for another wonderful weekend of Debt Kickin' Sunday. Thank you for the tough love. 54 of you got the tough love shirt. We're designing a new one right now, so it will launch pretty soon.
We're keeping it spicy.
Oh my. So thank you for your suggestions. I'm going to try and block that out. And actually, I'm really excited to see him hear him say that. Means he's feeling better. And one of your suggestions may be on the next t-shirts. I think we're going to release 2 different ones for the holiday season. Whoa. So for the next month. And then it will ship just in time for Christmas.
So stay tuned. Check out the website below.
Website.
Whatever. Aren't you doing one?
There's no Teespring campaign right now.
Oh, whatever. But soon.
I will
soon. Check it out soon.
I love you guys. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.